คุณผู้ชมคะสำหรับ Asean Connect ในวันนี้ยังอยู่ที่เมียนมานะคะเกี่ยวข้องกับการทำธุรกิจที่ให้เช่าแบตเตอรี่สำหรับมือถือเพราะว่าอาจจะเป็นปัญหาระหว่างวันนะคะที่นำมือถือพกพาแล้วก็หมดในระหว่างวันได้กลายเป็นช่องทางในการทำธุรกิจใหม่ในเมียนมาค่ะติดตามใน Asean Connect กับคุณทิวลิปนาคสมภพเราค่ะ
Asean Connect วันนี้นะคะเราจะไปดูเรื่องราวที่น่าสนใจที่เกิดขึ้นในประเทศเมียนมากันค่ะในช่วงที่ไฟเริ่มดับบ่อยๆในประเทศเมียนมานะคะก็มีกิจการธุรกิจรูปแบบใหม่เกิดขึ้นนั่นก็คือการให้เช่า power bank นั่นเองค่ะธุรกิจนี้จะเป็นอย่างไรนะคะพูดคุยกับเจ้าของธุรกิจแล้วมีทิศทางไปในทางไหนทำไมถึงได้ทำอันนี้ขึ้นมานะคะเดี๋ยวไปคุยกับคุณเดวิดตุลค่ะผู้สื่อข่าวจากประเทศเมียนมาค่ะ Story today will be about the business that rent out power bank. Is it throughout the country or concentrated in some certain cities?
Well, obviously, the current the company, which is called Power Flash, meaning which is the name itself explanatory, which is like to get back power in a flash, right? So it is mainly concentrated around the two biggest cities in Myanmar, which is Yangon and Mandalay, which is the main two economic hubs as well. So what they are trying to do is, well, essentially you have an app downloaded on your phone, right? They have the app application, and then you, even if you are not a registered user, but you have to be a registered user to use their power bank service. So when you log into the application, you can see in your vicinity which are the nearest available stations of these Power Flash. You can go to the nearest one, and then you pay actually quite a very competitive pricing, I should say. You do have to pay some kind of deposit, but the deposit is like something like 200 baht or less than that. You have to pay a deposit, and then you pay just like 650 jats around there for an hour to charge. So it's meant for, as far as I can see, it's meant for a lot of like people that are up and about, like especially like younger people, right? They're going around, they're using their phones a lot more, and as you well know, our country suffers from scheduled power cuts, which I'm currently in right now. So yeah, for some people that they did not get to charge their phones or whatever, and their phone is their lifeline, this kind of service is really a good one for the country.
But if they have to pay to rent for the power bank to charge their phone, but isn't it like should cost not that much different to just buy the power bank themselves?
One of the reasons that they did so is, well, our country isn't that much up to date in the ways of being aware of electronic waste, but there is a real issue in the world that, you know, discarded electronic appliances and especially batteries, especially lithium-ion batteries, which actually needs careful disposing of when they are no longer useful, correct? So by allowing rental services, they are trying to cut down on this e-waste problem, which will become a thing in Myanmar. And the second thing is that, well, we always forget things, especially younger people. I myself do have like 2 power banks at the very least. And I say do forget to either bring them or charge them. So, you know, these kind of things are really, really helpful. And it's always, the kiosks are there, their locations are places like, you know, where somebody might need like a quick charge, like like hotels, restaurants, and all that, right? So it is quite a convenient thing. Like if your phone is out of juice and you are at a restaurant in a meeting, you're going to be stuck there for like an hour and a half. You can just rent up the power bank and get your phone charged so that, you know, you don't have to like rush back to the office so that you can charge your phone.
So how long they have been providing this service though?
They are a fairly new service, I would say. They started out late last year, so I believe in October of 2022, they launched. So they really only started getting full swing into things starting this year. So I would say they're only 6 months old, I would say. Registered users, according to them, is nearing to 100,000, so 90,000 something. And obviously, that's not a lot of people, considering that Yangon there's a lot of population in Yangon, right? Especially younger population. But these kind of trends, they do tend to catch on, I would say. At least that's what I believe that's what they are hoping to anyway. But they are trying to ultimately provide these services as in not only power banks but other let's say power solutions. Ultimately, they want it to be like a one-stop thing. Like if you need power bank charge or if you need mobile phone charging, like they can do it. Maybe it might be e-bikes, I don't know, but in other countries, e-bikes are a thing. So if you need e-bike charging or rental, maybe they can provide it as well.
So they have a business plan to expand their services to something in similar kind of sense.
Power bank, if you consider it's niche, right? But if you consider that power bank is essentially a battery, so there's also a lot of push for EVs to be a thing in Myanmar as well. So maybe they might branch out into those kind of battery solutions thing that I am not privy to.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the story today. Bye. เอาละค่ะและนั่นก็เป็นเรื่องราวล่าสุดจากย่างกุ้งประเทศเมียนมานะคะคุณเดวิดเข้าสายมาเล่าให้เราฟังในขณะที่จริงๆแล้วไฟกำลังดับอยู่ที่ย่างกุ้งตอนนี้ค่ะและนั่นคือทั้งหมดในอาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้ค่ะ